Well, how y'all are this afternoon? This is your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on I had an inquiry. One of my channel supporters and regular viewers sent me a little message the other day. It says, "What's the difference between a Wrangler and a Super Wrangler?" Well, okay, let's answer that question. This is my Wrangler that I bought for my own use. And I like this Wrangler a lot better than I like a regular Wrangler. It's got a 3.5-inch barrel, which is a little bit easier to pack around. And it has a bird's head grip, which is a little bit more comfortable. Now, I wouldn't want this kind of a grip in a 45 long Colt caliber gun, but in a 22, it works out pretty good. There's virtually no difference between this gun and this gun mechanically. A Super Wrangler has good adjustable sights on it. It has the standard Ruger style sights on it, no modification. The sight tang and body and so forth are all metal. The grips on this gun are I think they're a little chintzy. And they're different than a regular Colt. So, you can't get grips for it as easily as you'd like to, but I'm eventually going to have stag on it. It's a Ruger flat top. It's just like a mini Black Hawk, and it works. It shoots really good. But here's the thing. This gun is a 5 3/4 inch, almost 6.5, 6 1/4, something like that barrel with adjustable sights. And it doesn't shoot any better than this one does. As a matter of fact, I prefer this one in long rifle. Now, the Super Wrangler, you can convert it to Magnum. But the thing I found is, it doesn't shoot very good with a Magnum in it. No brand I've found so far allows it to shoot in a super consistent manner with Magnums in it. With long rifles in it, it shoots really good. Okay? With long rifles in this gun, it shoots very well. Okay? But with Magnums in it, it's not very consistent. And over the years, I've noticed that most 22 Magnum revolvers don't shoot that good. I think the bullet is just moving out too damn fast. Also, there is a slight difference between what a 22 Magnum should be bored like compared to a 22 long rifle. So, convertible guns typically don't shoot Magnums well. And I've noticed that in everything. Colt, Ruger, Taurus, the old Buffalo Scout guns, RG guns, the cheap ones, and the Colt ones the same way. I mean, I had one of those Frontier Scouts, years ago. It shot 22 long rifle really well. It shot 22 Magnums horribly. I just don't think that there's enough barrel length in most handguns to make a 22 Magnum work right. I've always wanted, I've got a Henry and I've got a Winchester 94 22M Magnum. And it just always intrigued me to have a 22 Magnum revolver to go along with my 22 Magnum lever action rifles, right? That makes perfect sense. The only problem is you can't find a 22 Magnum that'll work right. They're always have to go back and put the long rifle cylinder in it and go that way. So what the hell? Let's load it up a little bit here. I'm standing here with a pocket full of Super Extra and a couple of 22 revolvers, and There ain't no shooting going on, and somehow that doesn't seem right to me. You know, somehow that's just not right. Old Sam Colt was a genius, buddy, but when he designed this style of loading system, you know, he didn't realize you had to point that damn thing at somebody in order to get it loaded and unloaded. That's just what it comes down to, you know. This is at 25 yards on the Bergen Range. If you ever watched the Bergen Range video, you know that what the targets on the Bergen Range look like. All right, let's try something. Well, let's try 10-inch steel plate. Hit it. Yeah, hit it. Okay, that's okay. Let's try the 8-inch steel plate rack. Middle plate. Swinging. All right. We don't allow people to do that on the range here at Bergen. Good thing nobody else is here. I typically film all by myself because, you know, you're showing guns to the camera and you wind up pointing it in every direction trying to show the gun on camera, you know, and it's like, it's better when I'm here by myself. Let's try the Wrangler, Super Wrangler. See if we can get a result out of this. Now this was with a long rifle cylinder. And frankly, I don't think this gun shoots as good as my 3.5. You know. Let's get her loaded there. Come on, Jones. Let's get her cold weather, cold hands, and arthritis in combination to make everything go a little slower. All right, we got her. Oh, one more. We got her loaded up with Super Extra. Let's do the same thing. Let's see if we can hit that 10-inch plate. Yep. And the 8-inch. No. Nope. Finally, I think that's it. Frankly, I don't think this gun shoots as good as the other one. I mean, there is such a thing as a Monday gun, you know. I mean, it's like people used to say, Winchester ammunition has a lot of duds. What do you reckon that is? Well, there's a liquor barn right across the street from the employee entrance at the Alton, Illinois ammunition plant. You know, and they used to have Mill Best Light on sale for a 48 pack for $6. And, you know, people head straight out the front gate of the Alton plant and head straight into that liquor store. I think that had a lot to do with how there's so many duds at one time. That liquor store's closed now, and maybe they don't drink as much. All right, then, that's about the size of it for what's the difference between a Super Wrangler and a regular Wrangler? Well, not much, almost like none, except the ability to convert to 22 Magnum. Well, like, share, share, commentate, and subscribe. Leave me a $1 in the Patreon bucket if you want to, and if you don't, well, I'll keep right on making content for you. God bless Donald Trump, and y'all be patient now. There was a lot of screwing up going on for the last 4 years, and it's going to be hard to fix it. You know, everybody's like, they thought gasoline was supposed to go back down to $1.25 a gallon on day one, you know, and they did a lot of destruction to the oil business. And granted, they're still making money, you know, but they did a lot of destruction to the petrochemical business, you know, and now that's got to be repaired before we're in better shape. People say, well, eggs are all expensive. I'm like, tell you something, my family's been in the egg business, in the chicken business for 30 years. You know, I got so tired of sick of chickens, I had to go in the army to get away from them. You know, you go out and feed 1,500 head of chickens that night and go back the next morning to check the water and make sure they're all okay, and they're all dead. Or there's half of them are dead, and the county agent says you got to kill the other half. And then clean the chicken houses out with, scrape the chicken houses out with a skid steer loader and go in there with flamethrowers and burn the soil on the floor of the thing down to kill out whatever it was that killed the chickens. And this is common. This happens all the time. You know, birds get flus and infections and viruses, and you know, you get one bad bird, and before you know it, 16,000 chickens are dead, and you're trying to figure out what the hell to do next. And the hog business is the same way. We go through this year, and then next year we'll be into it with hogs. You won't be able to get in. You know, people be killing their hogs and putting them in a ditch, you know, because some crazy virus has come through the hog population of America. It's farming. You always said, I win $100 million in the lottery, I'll buy me a big farm up here north of town and farm till it's gone, buddy. Like I tell you, Sheriff, I commentate and subscribe. Leave me a $1 in the Patreon bucket if you want to, and if you don't, well, I'll keep right on making content for you because I love y'all and I love doing it. We'll see you when we see you. God bless Donald Trump. God bless America. We'll see you now.